Hello guys, it's David here and it's currently day 373. I hope you guys are doing well and are doing better than yesterday. Now, today at work, I was just slaying like an absolute dog. Somebody didn't come in, so therefore I had to pick up this extra responsibility. Running around, doing this and that, and I couldn't remember myself taking a break and just catching some air. Now, coming back home, I was tired. On the bus ride home, I was thinking about exactly what I was going to do. Now, naturally, when you are fatigued, especially when you just, kill yourself at work because somebody didn't show up or because you just have to because it's work, right? And I was on the bus thinking like, what do I want to do? I want to come back, make this video, but just thinking about doing anything that requires more effort, I was I didn't want to do it, guys. There was so much like resistance, and I had all these thoughts, right? These temptations, these distractions to quiet myself, to say like, "You're so tired, Dave. Just come back home, perhaps watch movie." And perhaps eat some food, but I had already ate, and that's the issue. I can't come back and do these things, but my body is telling me, it's like feeding into my fatigue, saying that you're drained, right? You're drained, you're tired, and you feel like death. So why come back and do more of this stuff? Why come back and drain your mind even more? But what I also realized is that I was having these thoughts because I was drained at work, not because I want to, but because my body is telling me that you had had enough. But the thing is, I don't have to come back and watch TV or come back and binge eat because I didn't have to do that to let myself recover. I don't have to participate in these urges and temptations simply because I had a trigger of being tired, of being fatigued. And the moment we start making decisions based on fatigue is when we start to later regret on the decision we made in the moment. You see, by acknowledging the fact that I am not going to let my body win over simply because my mind feels a bit tired, acknowledging that made me realize that I don't have to listen to my body. I don't have to come back and do all this dumb shit, which the next day I'll probably drown in my sorrow and repent for. Because I know that by watching a movie which triggers my eating habits or eating disorder, whatever you want to call it, right? All this is a trigger, right? It snowballs into more destructive loops, right? Over time, after binge eating, I'm going to have guilt, and then that's going to lead to negative emotions, negative thinking, and I'll just feel like an incompetent person, right? But all this doesn't fix the problem of me being tired coming back from work, right? This doesn't fix the issue. What fixes the issue is acknowledging that all our thoughts, whether we are tired or not, is merely a thought. And the way to recover from any sense of fatigue is to acknowledge that that is a thought, that we don't have to act upon that thought. Because even if we are acting on our urges and temptations, that in itself requires some form of energy. Because the truth is, we don't want to do those things. Our mind is always fighting those temptations and urges. So, therefore, by acting upon our temptations and distractions, we are, in essence, using a big chunk of our mental fatigue because we are going against our will and discipline. So, we are not recovering from fatigue. What is recovering ourselves from fatigue is taking a step back from whatever we are doing, right? Go read a book, go outside and get a tan or something, right? Doing something when you're doing nothing means you are recovering from fatigue. So even now, just making this video, talking nonsense to you guys, this is reducing the amount of accumulated fatigue I have accumulated throughout work today. And this in itself has made me feel so much more relaxed and more in control. Because understanding that our thoughts is merely a thought can change your life. And to not act and to not make decisions when you're fatigued should be the key lesson that you guys can take away from today. Matter of fact, don't make any decisions until you think it through thoroughly, consciously, and most importantly, when you are present. Because fatigue or not, guys, we tend to act and and act on things we are unsure of too quickly. And sometimes if we just step back and analyze what it is we are doing this for, then we may actually make more better decisions in life and we will make less mistakes and that may just be better. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go clean up because I am filthy, right? Clean up, and I am just going to probably head off and just take a sleep or something because, yeah, it is quite late, and I do want to wake up early tomorrow, like I have done today, which is another great thing. Just overcame my body's resistance to wake up. Such a great feeling, guys. I'm telling you guys. Just waking up and then just keeping up with your word and say you're going to wake up in the morning and doing so is the best, guys. And it's these small steps, right? Similar steps you take that will regain your confidence, regain your courage to take even bigger leaps of faith. But I hope you guys have learned something from this. But if not, like always, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow. Until then, good night.